afternoon, chickadees. So today I'm going to start some of my freezer meal and little meal prep things for the week. I had found this really nice ham at Sam's Club, and so I've thawed that out, and I'm going to start today by making a green pea and ham soup. Now, instead of using split peas, I'm actually going to be using frozen peas, and I have one zucchini, which is getting a little banged up, so I'm actually going to put that in there as well. I've linked to a recipe, but in my particular case, I'm just going to use chicken broth, a couple of bags of the sweet peas, this zucchini, I'm going to put in some ham, minced onion, minced garlic, and some of the Kinder's salt, pepper, and garlic blend. I'm going to put this in the Instant Pot. Everything, this is already cooked, so everything will cook really quickly. And I'm going to have some of that for lunch with the Hawaiian grilled cheese sandwich. So I'll use some of the ham for that too. Then I also noticed that I used the last of my red pickled onions yesterday. So I'm going to do another jar of those. I have some apple cider vinegar, some rice vinegar, some cane sugar, and a red onion, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that prepped and ready to go as well. Okay, so in the Instant Pot liner, I have both bags of peas, 368 grams of ham, and then that zucchini, which worked out to be 112 grams. Then I have, and this is just for me, I have 3 tablespoons of minced onion and 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. Most people won't want that much in there, but that's what I've put in there. And then I have half a tablespoon of the Kinder's salt, pepper, and garlic blend. So I'm going to put this on for 10 minutes with a natural release. I'm going to add the entire carton of chicken broth, which will be 4 cups. And that's it. It'll be done very shortly. Since I have so many cucumbers this week, I decided to make some extra pickling brine, and I'm just going to do some cucumbers with dill, and then I've started my red onions. So the red onions are just apple cider vinegar, rice wine vinegar, water, sugar, some minced onion, and a little of the Kinder's. And then this is the same brine, so the vinegar, water, sugar, but with dill instead of the minced onions. So I need to let these cool to room temperature, and then we'll get them in the fridge. The soup is just about finished. It's finished the cook time. It's just doing the natural release. So I'm going to go ahead and start my sandwich. I'm going to do a Hawaiian grilled cheese, and for that I'm going to use the Private Selection dark rye bread, a couple of slices of Swiss cheese. I have 90 grams of that ham and 1 pineapple ring, which is 41 grams. And then I'm going to put some Lemonade Light. And then on the outside, I'm going to put some garlic parmesan basil butter. Cook that. I think I'm going to cook it a little low because the ham is so thick and I want that warmed through. So I'll start this, and by the time this is finished, the soup should be done and we'll be all set for lunch. So I've pulled out most of the peas and zucchini. I'm going to let this cool just a little bit, and then I'm going to put this with an immersion blender so I can blend that up. I did leave some of the ham and peas in the pot with the broth so that there are some pieces in there, but I'm going to blend this down as soon as it is cool enough to do so. All right, lunch is done, and I'm going to do my second sort of meal prep freezer meal, which is the Mexican black beans. So I'm going to do these in the Instant Pot as well, and I have just a 1 pound bag of dry. Don't even need to soak them if you're using the Instant Pot. So I've got black beans, my garlic and onion. For the red pepper part, I'm going to use the little mini sweet bell peppers. I have my Salsa Verde, and then the recipe calls for cumin, ancho chili, and smoked paprika. I'm going to use cumin, an organic chili powder, and some Tajin, which is a chili and lime. And then I have the fresh cilantro. And once all of that is done, you put lime juice with that. The recipe that I'm basing this off of is in the description box. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Basically, you're going to put your aromatics in first, lightly saute those, and then add most of the rest of your other ingredients. You're going to put the water in there, set it to go for 40-minute cook time with a natural release, and then you're all done. All right, we're going to get this going. So I have this on saute, and in there I have my onions and garlic. And I'm just going to saute those for just about a minute or two till the onion starts to turn a little translucent. I have already chopped up my pepper and cilantro because that's the next thing that you're going to add. And then you're going to let that cook a little bit. And then you're going to add your beans and your spices. So I've rinsed the beans and I have the cumin, Tajin, chili powder, and some of Kinder's garlic, salt, and pepper blend. And I wanted to have everything here and ready because it's going to happen pretty fast. So once all of this is done on sear, I'm going to turn that off, put in the water and the Salsa Verde, and then put that under pressure. All right, everything is sauteed. I've added the Salsa Verde and the 4 cups of water. And then here I have this set unsoaked black beans, 40 minutes, high pressure, natural release. So I'll tell that yes. It wants me to add water, which I've done. And then close the lid. Make sure your gasket is set, which it is, and push start. Okay, so that is going to cook for 40 minutes, and it's probably going to take about 10 minutes to come up to pressure. All right, they are all done. They look good. They taste good. I did need to add an extra 10 minutes of cooking time. I think it's because of the elevation that I'm at. Beans never cook in the time it says it's going to online. So those are all done.